Telecom. Founded in 1928, it is the oldest and largest telecom company in the Philippines in terms of assets and revenues. Next, ma'am. Why PLDT Incorporation considered a service activity? It is considered a service activity because they provide services to many people like telecommunications. Service provider with its business activities categorized into three units: wireless, fixed line, and others. The company's wireless services are marketed under the Smart, TNT, and Sun Cellular, while its fixed line services are marketed under PLDT Home and PLDT Enterprise. Also, PLDT provides telecommunications, internet, and digital services. PLDT offers both postpaid and prepaid services. And lastly, PLDT offers fiber, DSL, Ultera, and telepad services. The next reporter is Kimberly po. She will discuss the
Okay.
PLDT forms of business.
Okay.
Hello po. PLDT forms of business. Corporation. PLDT is a corporation business as separate legal entity from its shareholders. The top 25 shareholders of PLDT Incorporation own 77.62% of the company. By 1968, a new era of PLDT leadership was ushered in. PLDT finally became a Filipino-controlled corporation. Amendments of Articles of Incorporation were approved by the majority of the members of Board of Directors of the corporation. In April 2016, the company, then known as the Philippine Long-Distance Telephone Company, dropped the long-distance telephone from each corporate name and was renamed PLDT Incorporation. The next reporter is Micaline Cruz.
Ako po. Next reporter is Jason, ma'am. David Salon. David Salon offers world-class hair-drying fuel by Filipino fashion. It is a name that has been admired and followed by many Filipinos since its first salon opened in 1989. It is now the biggest chain of salon in the Philippines with over 200 branches all over the country. Ma'am, next po. Why David Salons considered as service activity? It is considered as service activity because of their quality services, and David Salon has strategies that can boost the performance of their employees. David Salon services are haircut, color, treatment, hair and makeup, threading, waxing, and nail care. Next po. The David Salon's form of business is corporation. In the present, David Salon has more than 200 operating branches, which are both company owned and franchise. David Salons become a corporation consisting of an in-house training facility, accounting department, purchasing, and overall management department. And last, the next reporter is Mika.
Maynilad Water Services Incorporated. Maynilad Water Services, also known as Maynilad, is the water and wastewater services provider that form the west zone of the Greater Manila area in the Philippines. It is an agent and contractor of the Metropolitan Waterworks and Sewage System. Next po. Why Maynilad considered a service activity? It is considered a service activity because Maynilad is the water service provider to many cities and municipalities. Also, they manage wastewater. Maynilad Services, water distribution, water sampling, and laboratory analysis, sewerage and sanitation services. Maynilad's forms of business is corporation. Maynilad is managed by Maynilad Water Holdings Company, a joint venture between Metro Pacific Investments Corporation, DMCI Holdings, and the Marbeni Corporation. The consortium took control of Maynilad on January 24, 2007. Ay na po.
Okay, thank you group 2. Ayan, so well done naman. Tama yung napili yung mga service activity. Yan, PLDT yan. We all know PLDT. And then, syempre salon, service talaga siya. And then, the Maynilad. Yan, services din siya. Okay, so thank you group, anong room to? Okay, room 1. Thank you. So, the next naman, so yung group 5, kila Villarin. Wait lang. Villarin Galvez. Villarin Galvez. Wait lang. Yan, nandiyan na ba kayo?
Opo, ma'am.
Galvez. Yes po. Castro at Ganosa. Okay.
Ma'am, ano po, ma'am? Excuse po. Yung isa po namin, di po makakapasok kasi po wala daw po yatang load.
Sige, okay lang.
Sige po, salamat po.
Pero basta nag-contribute naman siya sa inyo.
Opo.
Okay. Pwede na mag-start.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. I'm going to give a brief background about Alphamart Trading Incorporation. Alphamart is founded by Joko Susanto, founded under the name of P.T. Samber Alfaria Trihaya TBK Company. It is started in 1989 as a trading and distribution company by his family. Next po. It is a merchandising company and entered retail sector in 1999. A franchise chain of convenience stores from Indonesia. In 2002, company started to acquire 141 Alpha Mini Mart stores, later changed into Alphamart. Next po. Why is it called merchandising? Alphamart is a convenience store, a small retail business that buys products from suppliers and sell it at a higher price to the customers. It provides good and fresh food at cheap prices, which is equal or even than other stores or markets. They sell everyday products and items such as coffee, snacks, food, soft drinks, alcohol, tobacco, toiletries, and magazines. Next po. They also offer recharge, fax machine, photocopy, money order, or wire transfer. They also added value for services for shipping, packaging, and processing. Clean shopping space. They also have clean shopping space, comfortable and friendly professional staff. They also have 1 or 2 employees working at a time. They are open for 24 hours. Kaya po sila open for 24 hours kasi po, di ba nga po yung mga price po ng ng product nila matataas. Kaya po, doon po sila sa opening hours po bumabawi. Type of business organization. Alphamart is a corporation business type po. It was founded by Joko Susanto and his family, a family business po. And it was later changed into corporation. That's all po.
SM din pala itong Alphamart.
Opo, yung pumasok po sila sa Philippines, nag-form po sila ng partnership. Next to report is Miss
Parang
Galvez
dati
and Miss
pinapasok
Bernardo.
ng
Siya
yes.
natin tanong ko po.
Okay.
Okay po.
Ma'am,
Hmm?
okay na po.
Oo, okay na.
Next na po, 7-Eleven. Tapos yung sa background po. 7-Eleven, wala. Yan po. 7-Eleven, the convenience store concept began in 1927 at the Southland Ice Company in Dallas, Texas. Since 7-Eleven po is an enterprising ice dock employee who is addition to selling blocks of ice to refrigerate food began offering customers milk, bread and eggs on Sundays and evenings when grocery stores were closed. The company's first store were known as totem stores because customer toted away their purchases. The company po ng Southland Ice took up general retailing and installing for getting attention to Native American totem poles in front of its stores. Kaya po inadapt nila yung name ng totem stores for which is to serve as funny invitation to customers or to tote their purchases away. It's also the time that John C. Thompson Sr. became the president of Southland Ice Company during 1933. And he is also the founder of 7-Eleven. Then in 1946, Totem becomes 7-Eleven. Pinalitan na po ng 7-Eleven yung name na Totem Stores to reflect the store's new extended hours at 7 a.m. until 11 p.m. 7 days a week. Then 7-Eleven has 2,287 stores to serve you in the Philippines. Yung first 7-Eleven stores na na-open dito sa atin sa Pilipinas located at the corner of Camias Road and EDSA, Quezon City. And it was February 29, 1984. Next po. 7-Eleven considered as merchandising. Si Galvez po ang magpapaliwanag.
Okay. O, dito ba si Galvez?
Opo, ma'am. Nagre-reconnecting daw po.
Okay, sige. Baka pwede muna tayong habang nagre-reconnect siya, corporation, business type.
Sige po. So, business types of 7-Eleven is corporations. Actually po, si 7-Eleven po, dumaan po siya sa sole proprietorship or single, tapos partnership and corporation. So, una po yung sa sole proprietorship because in 1931, John P. Thompson Sr. was the one who promoted their own business, which is 7-Eleven. So during 1931 po, itinaguyod po mag-isa ni John P. Thompson Sr. yung business niyang 7-Eleven. That time po wala pa siyang kapartner or wala pa siyang mga shares. Kaya po nasabi namin single or sole proprietorship po. Tapos next po yung sa partnership. I-Galvez po dun, ma'am eh.
Sige. Sa corporation, sino din?
Sa corporation. At sa corporation po.
Dito na si Galvez. Dito nata siya.
Nandiyan na po.
Pero sino sa corporation?
Saan na po?
Ako po sa corpo.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Sige,
Saan na po?
muna?
Saan na, ma'am?
Sino yan?
Right,
Nasa na tayo? Sino ba tong merchandising? Oo, yan.
types of organization.
Yan, nasa na tayo? 7-Eleven considered as merchandising.
That is considered as merchandising company because first, they sell tangible products. What is tangible products? It is a physical object that can be perceived by touch. For example,
Baka may problem ata si Galvez sa internet. Okay lang yun, skip muna natin. Sino na yung for corporation?
Opo, ma'am.
Sige, ikaw na yan.
Corporate.
Okay lang yan.
After a years, Thomson had many shares around the world. That's why the 7-Eleven store become popular way back then until now. So yun po, habang tumatagal, mas dumarami po yung shares na natatanggap nila at saka yung mga kapartners din po nila sa iba't ibang company, sa iba't ibang lugar din po. Kaya po namin nasabing corporation po siya. Yun lang po, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, next na natin. Okay lang naman kasi we all know that 7-Eleven is a merchandising company talaga. Kasi parang sari-sari store din eh. Okay, so next yung Target Corporation.
Hello po.
Okay.
Target Corporation. Founded by George Duffer Dayton in 1902. Originally named Goodfellow Dry Goods in 1903. Changed into Dayton's Dry Goods Company in 1903 and renamed into Dayton Company in 19 Dayton, sorry. Dayton Company in 9 Sorry.
sorry po.
Ulit. Target Corporation. Founded by George Duffer Dayton in 1902. Originally named Goodfellow Dry Goods in 1903. Changed into Dayton's Dry Goods Company in 1903 and renamed into Dayton Company in 1910. First Target store opened in Minnesota in 1962. Next po, ma'am. Parent company renamed into Dayton Corporation in 1967. In 1969, in merged with J.L. Hanson Company and turned into Dayton's and Hanson Corporation and changed in 2000 into Target Corporation. Target General Merchandising. Next po. Why it's called merchandising? Target is the 8th largest retailer in US and American retailer corporation. Retail company that buy product from supplier and sell product at a higher price. Target is a hypermarket that offers appliances, clothing, groceries, combination of supermarket and department store. Sell wide variety of food, household goods, electronics, furnitures and toys, etc. Next po, ma'am. Type of business organization. Target is considered corporation organization. A family business turned into incorporation, merged with Hanson Company, incorporated by George Titan in 1902. Yun lang po, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, so next group natin, itong kila Seth Manalo, kila Sheen De La Torre, kay Lamoste at kay Palma.
Mag-start na po ba, ma'am?
Oo, pwede na kayo mag-start. Na-record ko na yung name. So, apat lang kayo? Hindi kayo nagdagdag ng isa?
Opo eh.
Okay, sige.
Ayun. Okay, let's start. Good morning, everyone. We're gonna present you the merchandising from the group from the room 6. Merchandising. What is merchandising? Merchandise is an inventory asset that a retailer, distributor, or wholesaler purchases from a supplier to sell for profit. So, what is an example of merchandising? We have We have picked um, three different companies that is considered as merchandising, and the first one is the CBSF.
Yes, medyo mahina lang.
Merchandising services. Canada's Best Store Fixtures or CBSF. Canada's Best Store Fixtures or CBSF specialize in the design, manufacturing and execution of store feature programs. It provides retailers around the world with retail interior furniture, fixtures, merchandising aids and support services, including gondola, shelving, custom millwork, and customs. This is the services of CBSF. Retail design, custom wood, custom metal, custom acrylics, plastic and graphics, shelving and accessories, wall products, and shopping and store carts. Okay na po, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, doon na po tayo sa next company.
Okay, sige.
Yan. And Cifron. Eh, Founded in 2017, Cifron was formed by joining together two industry leaders, Southern Imperial and FFR Merchandising. By bringing together the best practices of both companies, Cifran provides customers over 100 years of combined experience serving the retail industry, domestic manufacturing capabilities with factories in Illinois, international manufacturing and resourcing capabilities, facilities in Xiamen, Shanghai, and Hong Kong. Vast selection of over 600 stock display and fixture solutions. Dedicated team of designers and engineers for custom solution development. Expanded sales team for more personalization coverage. Commitment to becoming operational excellent and provide world-class solutions and value to our customers. Here in Cifron, retailers and brand manufacturers look to Cifron to create and supply solutions to current retail challenges. This includes everything from increasing merchandising space, product turns, and brand recognition to reducing theft, spoilage, and labor costs. Cifron's goal is to identify and implement the perfect solution to help our customers increase sales and profit margins. Our global footprint, coupled with local partner response times, allows them to work as a seamless extension of the operations. Our expertise and experience provide the flexibilities and scalability you need to adapt to your change environment. The retail industry continues to evolve, and Cifron remains a trusted partner to top brands and retailers around the globe for their retail display solutions. So the products Cifron sales. Next slide po, ma'am. Sign holders, sign frames, ceiling display, banner and display stand, data strip, label holders, impulse, merchandising solutions, loss prevention solutions, display construction. And that's it. And the third company is Merco.
Hello. Hello po.
Hello.
Okay na po.
We can hear you.
Merchandising. Merco offers a national base of trained merchandiser with the ability to provide in-store merchandising support. Whether a one-time implantation, full store setup, or maintenance of products, lines, and accountants. Since its founding in 1997, Merco has provided services across the continental United States, Puerto Rico, Alaska, and Hawaii. Our base of full-time employees located in 38 states have executed over 6,300 projects, ranging in size from 2,000 to well over 100,000 square feet. Headquartered in San Antonio, Texas, with satellite office in Florida, South Carolina, and Nevada, Merco has the ability to have our personnel on your project when and where you need us. Next slide po. Services. Features, installation, site survey, graphic and decor, finish construction, program management, trade construction, supervision. Yun nga po.
Okay. Thank you, group 6. Tama ba?
Opo.
Okay. Okay, so yung next week naman, so malapit na tayo mag-dismiss. So yun nga, sorry kung sinagad ko yung 2 hours nyo. Ayun, bumabawi lang tayo kasi yung mga last week, di ba, lagi tayong madali. Okay, so sa next week naman, yung 3 groups naman din siya. Tapos, sa time na yon mag-debit credit na tayo kasi accounting equation na yung i-discuss natin. So, yun nga, better na pumasok kayo kasi mahirap na pag sa mga next chapter natin. Kasi pag medyo may nalalaktawan kayong discussion, baka mahirapan yung iba sa inyo na makahabol, okay? So, yun, kasi malapit na tayong mag-accounting equation, mag-journal entries na tayo. So, ayun. So, any question, guys? Any question? So, yun, remind ko lang ulit sa assignment nyo. Please, sagot-sagutan nyo siya, ulit-ulitin nyo hanggang maka 100 kayo para makabawi yung iba sa, sa quiz. Ganon. So, pero wala namang baksak sa quiz. Ayun. Pero kung gusto nyo lang na tumaas, wala naman siguro babaksak sign. Wala naman. So, yun. Kung gusto nyo lang na mapataas yung grade nyo, better na, na sagot-sagutan nyo yung assignment pa ulit-ulit. Yun. So, para pag nag-college kayo, hindi kayo mahihirapang mamili ng courses. Kasi, isa rin sa pinagbabasihan, di ba, yung grade. Ayun. So, yun nga, ngayon pa lang medyo galingan nyo na kasi para pag nag-college kayo, kahit anong course yung applyan nyo, okay lang. Yun. Pwede kayong kumuha ng kahit anong course. Basta pasok yung grade nyo. So, sa akin wala namang babaksak. Basta sagutan lang yung assignment ng paulit-ulit. Okay? Anyway, may nakakakilala dito kay Zia Between? Meron ba? Mukhang wala. Okay, sige. Okay, any question, guys, bago tayo mag-end? May question ba? Mukhang wala. So, i-dismiss ko na. Lahat naman naintindihan nyo, no?